long before the Italian mafia took over New York, long before the Mexican cartels learned how to move product across borders, a secret society was born in the shadows of ancient China. Bound by blood oaths, numerology, and ruthless traditions that have not changed in 300 years. They operate in complete silence. They control billion-dollar empires stretching from Hong Kong to London. And they are still here today. Most people think they understand organized crime. They have seen the documentaries. They know about the mafia's 5 families, the Yakuza's tattoos, the cartel's violence. But the Chinese Triads operate on a level that makes every other criminal organization look like it was built last week. The Triads were founded over 300 years ago. While America was still a British colony, while the French Revolution had not yet happened, the Triads were already a fully functioning criminal empire with their own laws, their own courts, and their own rituals that have survived every dynasty, every revolution, and every government crackdown in Chinese history. Today we are going to decode the ancient and deadly hierarchy of the Chinese Triads, every rank, every oath, every price. Prepare to enter a world where loyalty is demanded in blood, betrayal is fatal without exception, and every single rank comes with a price that gets heavier the higher you climb. Rank 1, the Blue Lantern. Level 1, the Blue Lantern. And let me tell you something immediately about this rank that separates the Triads from every other organization we have covered on this channel. In the Italian mafia, the lowest rank is at least recognized as part of the family. In the Yakuza, the lowest rank has a sponsor. In the Bratva, you are at least considered useful inventory. In the Triads, the Blue Lantern is not even officially a member. You hold no rank, you have taken no oaths, you do not appear in any Triad record. You are hanging around the edges of the syndicate in the neon-lit alleyways of Hong Kong or any one of 100 cities where Triad influence runs through the streets like electricity through wiring. Your life at this level is cheap in the most literal sense. You are used for the most dangerous and most expendable tasks: street-level drug dealing, illegal gambling lookout duty, petty extortion of small businesses that cannot afford to say no. You make a few $100s a month. The police constantly harass you. Rival gangs beat you for walking down the wrong block because you have no protection, no backing, no name that means anything to anyone with the authority to make them stop. If you are caught, you spend years in prison. The Triad will not send a lawyer. They will not acknowledge you exist. You are completely on your own. But here's what keeps men showing up every day despite everything I just described. They can see what is above them. The men who belong, the men who are protected. And they understand that belonging to something permanent and powerful is worth almost any price of entry. Comment below right now, if you were in that alleyway with nothing, would you have walked away? Our ANK2, the 49E are level 2, the 49A. The initiation ceremony that separates the Blue Lantern from the 49 is one of the oldest criminal rituals still practiced anywhere on Earth. You enter a room prepared according to traditions unchanged for centuries. There are altars, there are symbols, you drink wine mixed with the blood of your brothers. You swear the 36 oaths, ancient vows covering every aspect of loyalty, silence, and brotherhood that the Triad Code demands. And the 36th oath states clearly what happens to any member who violates what they just swore. Death by 1,000 cuts, not metaphorically. Historically, literally. A punishment so ancient it predates every law currently governing the countries where Triads operate. You are now a 49A, the number is not random. In Chinese numerology, for +9 equals 13, 1 + 3 equals 4. And for in Chinese culture sounds almost identical to the word for death. Your rank is named after the relationship between membership and mortality. You are now deployed to protect underground casinos, manage operations that generate enormous revenue, and enforce the will of the bosses against people who decided to stop cooperating. Your income jumps to a few $1,000s a month. But there is no clean exit from the 49 rank. If you make a serious mistake, you do not get fired, you get hunted. By men who are very good at finding people who do not want to be found. Rank 3, the Red Pole Level 3, the Red Pole. This is where the Triad hierarchy splits into two completely different career paths at the same level, which makes the Triad unique among every criminal organization we have covered. The Red Pole is the first path if you proved yourself capable of leading men into violence. If you demonstrated reliable judgment under pressure, you become the military commander. You no longer take orders from the street, you give them. You manage a large crew of 49ers and control massive territories. You oversee high-stakes extortion, large-scale smuggling, and authorized hits against rivals who have crossed lines the organization cannot allow to go unanswered. The money flows heavily now, tens of thousands of dollars a month. But the Red Pole is the most visible rank to law enforcement. You are the prime target for major anti-gang task forces in every city where you operate. If your men fail, if an operation is compromised, if a crew member talks, you are the one who answers to the bosses. Not your men, you rank 4, the White Paper Fan Level 4, the White Paper Fan, the second path at the same level as the Red Pole, and most people dramatically underestimate this rank because it looks less powerful. It is not. If the Red Pole is the sword, the White Paper Fan is the shield. And in any sustained conflict, the shield outlasts the sword more often than anyone who favors violence likes to admit. You do not engage in street violence. You hold degrees in business or law. You manage the Triad's network of front companies, launder millions through real estate and import-export businesses, and bribe the right politicians at the right moments. You are incredibly wealthy. Your life looks entirely legitimate from every external angle. But your world is a permanent high-wire act of deception. You must be smarter than every financial investigator trying to trace the money and more reliably productive than the extremely violent men above you. If the money stops flowing, the White Paper Fan is the first one eliminated. Not out of disrespect, out of efficiency. Rank 5, the Straw Sandal Level 5, the Straw Sandal. This is the rank that makes the entire Triad structure function as a coherent organization rather than a collection of independent criminal crews. You are the communication officer, the liaison, the diplomatic channel through which information, orders, and agreements move between different factions, between different chapters in different cities and countries, and between the Triad and external organizations. In an organization that operates in complete silence and refuses to put anything in writing, the person who manages the communication networks is one of the most powerful people in the entire structure. You know things that nobody else at your level knows. You know the state of relationships between factions before those factions have publicly acknowledged the relationships exist. You know about agreements before they are finalized. You know about tensions before they become conflicts. And in an organization where information is the most valuable currency, that knowledge is power that neither the Red Pole's violence nor the White Paper Fan's financial skill can replicate. Rank 6, the Dragon Head Level 6, the Dragon Head, the Supreme Leader, the Ghost in the Machine. You dictate the entire direction of the syndicate and manage an organization generating billions of dollars annually across dozens of countries. You are treated with a reverence that has no equivalent in any other criminal organization we have covered because the Triads do not simply respect their leaders, they venerate them. In a tradition connecting the criminal hierarchy to ancient concepts of authority that predate the modern world entirely. No one speaks your true name in any context where it could be overheard. You operate from locations that change regularly. Your face is unknown to most members of the organization you control. The 49ers on the street have never seen you. The Red Poles who enforce Europe will have met intermediaries, not you. Even the White Paper Fans managing your money know you through layers of separation specifically designed so that no single person's capture or cooperation can connect evidence directly to your person. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. The real weight is not law enforcement pressure. The real weight is internal. You have conquered the underworld. And every single person beneath you, From the blue lantern in the alleyway to the dragon head position you now occupy, every one of them is running the same calculation every single day that you ran yourself once, standing somewhere far below where you are sitting today. 6 ranks, 36 odes, 300 years of silence. The Chinese Triads built something that every government and every rival criminal organization has tried and failed to permanently dismantle. Not because they are the most violent, but because they understood something 3 centuries ago that most organizations are still learning today. The most durable power is the power that nobody can see clearly enough to attack directly. From a blue lantern worth nothing in a neon-lit alleyway, to a dragon head whose true name no investigation has ever definitively established in court. This was the Triad hierarchy, every rank, every oath, every price. Now tell me in the comments, which rank do you think is actually the most powerful when you think carefully? Not the most obvious answer, the real answer. Because the rank most people pick is not the one that actually controls everything. Subscribe to Dark Ranks. Because next time we go inside an organization where there are no ancient oaths, no ceremonies, no traditions at all. Just a decision made on a street corner that changes everything forever, you will not want to miss it.